Namaste and greetings to all. I am Umang from Policy Advocacy Research Centre and Mumbai Tarun Bharat, and I welcome you all to Bharatasya Sangeet Vishwanubandh Yatra. It is an attempt to trace the journey of Indian classical music and instruments in interrelationship with world music cultures. This yatra is in association with the Ministry of Culture, Government of India. To join us in this yatra today, we have with us Mr. Inoue Harua from Japan. Inoue is a talented musician from Tokyo who has delved deep into the captivating world of Indian classical music. His journey began with a chance encounter with a tabla player in Nepal, sparking his curiosity and leading him to explore the rich tapestry of Hindustani music. Despite of facing challenges of not finding a tabla teacher back in Japan, he immersed himself into the study of Indian classical music and Indian culture. So let's welcome Inoue. Namaste, Inoue ji. Namaste.
Namaste.
So let me begin by asking you, when was the first time you came across Indian classical music?
Yeah, actually, in elementary school, as usual, we learn Western system of the music, but not like an intensive way. So I was not so much interested in learning English in school, but I liked listening to music more, and I was studying painting and drawing and art field. And when I get into the art school, there was a friend who play a lot of strange instrument like African hand piano, like a kalimba, or like many different type of instrument, which was very curious for me. And I started to listening to a lot of world music first. Then I was interested in traveling to Asian country. Before I stayed 3 years in United States for learning painting, but I feel like I don't have knowledge about Eastern culture, although my root is in East Asia, but so I wanted to travel Asian country, and I traveled to Nepal first, and then there was a tabla player whom I just met by chance, and he introduced me one guru in Kathmandu. Then I stayed about 1 month in his house. Actually his friend's house, who was a vocalist, and so he came to his house, and every night he gave me a beginning of the instruction stuff. Yeah, that's how I interacted in Hindustani music, basically.
When was the moment you decided that you wanted to pursue Indian classical music, and what intrigued you so much about this?
I was born in Tokyo. Yeah, and I was raised in Tokyo, and until I graduated high school. Then I kind of started to traveling. When I came back to Japan, there was no teacher, tabla teacher, or any Hindustani music teacher. Maybe there was, but I could not find any good guru. So I kind of stopped playing or learning. or maybe I just kind of fooling around with the instrument and jamming with friends or something like this. And but I was kind of more like interested in culture, Hindustani, Indian culture or Indian music by listening. And so I just I wanted to continue learning and playing and researching this music and culture. So I studied and entered to the language university where I learned Hindi. And then there I started to traveling India. And then I went to Varanasi and learned some teacher. And in Delhi, I learned one guru about go back and go and travel and 1 year. Then yeah, then after I came to I found one Japanese Indian teacher in Japan, and I learned from him about 2 years. And then I learned with Abhijit Banerjee in Kolkata about 3 years. Then now I'm learning and Ustad Pinky G, who live in British. I'm for my research purpose, I'm going to live in UK for 2 years from next April. So now I'm learning online session with Ustad Pinky G, but now from April I will meet him and start kind of intensive session, I hope. Yeah. Yes.
When you came across Indian classical music, what were your impressions about it?
Well, yeah, this is kind of well, of course, this is very meditative, and also the sounds is very kind of very impressive in a way. The sound of the vibration and overtone, and this is not the sound itself is very different from other music style. And also there's, but at the same time, it's a lot of theory. There is a lot of theory in it, and you can kind of learn step by step. And this is kind of very good for me. And also, there's one point you have to kind of improvise. This is really creative and so much exciting about Hindustani music. And also it's very, very difficult to do satsangat, because we learn Guru and Shisha, we learn kind of separately from the main artist or melodic player or singer. And so for me, tabla is kind of solo practices is like based on a solo performance. But I like play together, because I also play guitar, and I want to kind of interact with people, a friend. And this is what music is all about. This is my feeling. So I want to do a lot of satsangat. But there are a lot of Japanese players who play a lot very good sitar and also there are Santu player who is a disciple of Shiv Kumar Sharma, who lives in Mumbai. He's also my good friend, and there are a lot of people in Japan is taking this subject seriously, and they are playing so good. So I'm very kind of I got a lot of impression with them from them, and this is it makes me a lot of enthusiastic about learning. Yes. Yeah.
How does the Japanese audience react to your style of music?
Yeah, this is kind of mm, this is kind of controversial because a lot of people is like this kind of music, but some people is take it as kind of too much spiritual or kind of yoga, or this is more like you know this is okay, but they are kind of they feel like this is an exotic kind of atmosphere music, or this is and also the people is there are so not so many people is actually listening to this music, but I don't know. I haven't researched about it, but my impression is people is getting more interested in Indian music, but um, they are attracted by different aspects. Yeah.
In Indian percussion, are you attracted to the pakhavaj part, the khulabaj? And how do you define your style?
This is Jori. This is very kind of old, rare, big percussion, bigger than tabla, and this is very interesting because they have a lot of course there are a lot of stuff from Pakawaj, but at the same time their distinctive board is there. This is very so much related to the Punjab Gharana of the tabla, and so this is kind of in between tabla and pakawaj, and I feel this instrument should be recognized as its distinctive percussion itself. So, and nobody in Japan or even in India, only few people recognize this instrument. So the one of the exponent is of course Supinder Singh Namdari Pinkiji, and also this Gyan Singh Namdari. I learned from both, so I have some privilege about this opportunity. So I want to kind of I'm researching also its history aspect also, and so I have to kind of take this tradition which is not covered yet.
What are the current projects that you're working on?
This is my main project in right now, about kind of history of Jori and Pakawaj and Tabra, and how it is related to historically, or how it related to the kind of practical way, and the balls, of course, and how it played, and of course repertoire. This is very different from tabla in a solo style. They have a lot of takebo at that on the place of the peshkal in the tabla. Yeah, so it's very it's very different, but still it's very important for in this percussion culture in Hindustani music. Yeah.
Now let me ask you, what is your take on the Indian Tala system?
Yeah, Tala system is unique, and yeah, of course it's very unique and very complex. So it's for example, if you talk about like layakari and chant, and if you see this like Shiv Kumar Sharma and Zakir Hussein's the collaboration, how it is used in accompaniment, and Shahid Parvez, and these people is so much ahead of this kind of rhythmic aspect, and this is in any other style or genre of the music, you cannot find this kind of so much complex rhythmic interaction between melody and rhythm part. And so, and also and mathematic stuff, Tihai, which is like a Pandit Kishan Maharaj, this kind of old people, how it make Tihais is so much complex, and this is only take this part, this is so much ahead of other type of rhythmic playing. I don't know, maybe in jazz, some people is doing this kind of mathematical stuff in jazz, but in Japan, rhythm is not much so mathematical. Of course, there is a group, or there's different kind of difficulty in any kind of rhythm. You have to find how the group comes from, and you have to kind of physically you have to get used to this kind of rhythm pattern. So this is everywhere, but in Hindustani music, the timing and mathematical stuff and polyrhythm stuff is so much ahead. So this is for me so much interesting part of Hindustani music, rhythm, Tala. Yeah.
Now may I ask you if your focus is only on percussion, or do you compose melodies as well?
Yeah. So I also my kind of I listen so much in music, and I love music so much, and I listen to experimental stuff, and now I like Indian musicians so much. So this is one thing. So I'm kind of making my own with the loop machine, and I'm kind of my wife is learning Santu, so we kind of making not traditional Hindustani music, but more like contemporary type of music, which I use guitar and big tambura, and making some kind of drone, and use effectors, and this is one the other stuff I want to kind of I want to make it more like advanced.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
What are your plans for the future?
Yeah, so I have 2 years working in a university and researching. Then we have to see, maybe I will extend staying there, or I come back here. And yeah, but because I have to, I want to be a researcher, and my topic is musicology, and Hindustani music is my main topic. So this is how this field I want to make my living. And but of course I want to teach. Yeah, I want to teach tabla in someday. And of course I want to. Now I'm playing with sitar player, and but not so much. So I want to kind of play in front of audience a little bit more.
That is wonderful. Thank you so much, Inoji, for joining us and letting us inside your world of Indian classical music. Your pursuit has truly been a wonderful journey. And I once again thank you for joining us to Bharatasya Sangeet Vishwanubandh Yatra. This yatra is in association with the Ministry of Culture, Government of India. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Have a nice day.